Hello? Ohayo. Konnichiwa. Hello. I was actually using the loading screen to do loading things. Like, go get my phone. Go opening. You know, use the loading screen to actually set up. Which is like what you're supposed to do, right? You're supposed to like do the little final setup things on the loading screen. Dang mosquitoes. What do you mean? You got mosquitoes right now? I freaking hate mosquitoes. Mosquitoes are like one of those creatures where it's like, what is the point of your existence? You know, like you don't contribute anything to the ecosystem. Well, I guess maybe like frogs and fish eat the larvae, but yeah, I guess birds too. Bats. Aren't they like one of the only creatures though that if they disappeared from Earth they wouldn't like actually affect the ecosystem? Because there's other things that all of those species could eat instead. Let's eradicate them. Like every other pest has some kind of like contribution or something. I don't know what fleas would contribute. I guess like parasites. Do any parasites contribute anything? I don't know. Anyway, parasites suck. Like, why did you evolve to be like that? Oh yeah, I'd seen something saying that mosquitoes are now in all countries. The last mosquito-free country is no longer free from them. Whoa! Only took them like what, 6 billion years? Which was like the last mosquito-free country? Iceland has them now. Oh! That would be a tough life for a mosquito. Hi! That would be a really tough life for a mosquito. Living in Iceland of all places? Actually, I'm thinking of Greenland. Living in Greenland would be tough for a mosquito. Let me just open my water. It's like the prerequisite. The beginning stream. Why is there was like melted glue or something on my water bottle? Mosquitoes are invasive species. They are immigrants. I was gonna say them, therefore we should kill them, but that makes me sound like I'm being racist and saying we should kill immigrants. Which is stupid because, like, yes, I was born in New Zealand, right? But there are no native people to New Zealand. So by technical terms, everyone is a immigrant to New Zealand. Also, Australia. Everyone is an immigrant in Australia. Well, I guess Aboriginal people are native. They have like an actual native people. No, I agree. They should go. I don't want to go! Where would I be deported to? I don't want to go back to the UK! I'm very mixed genes, but like most of my genes originate in the Great British... what is it? The Great British Empire. I would be deported to the UK. I I think what was my highest? I still have my gene thing. Hold on, let me pull it up. It was like Irish or Scottish, I don't remember. Where is it? Maybe I don't have it still saved. It's not in the bottom of my download. In the bottom of my download folder. I think the highest was like Irish or Scottish, I don't remember. But I wouldn't be going to England. I would be going to either of those ones. I would prefer to go to Scotland, I gotta be honest. Cause then I can pretend I'm a Highlander. I can run around in the Highlands naked going Can you imagine? you get like, there's like some weird world like nasty. I don't know why I'm naked. I don't know why I said that. There's like some mass like de-immigration in the world, and like everyone gets like deported to like where their ancestry came from, right? And then like I end up in Scotland, I just start running around the hills. I wonder how it would be done too. Like, would it be Kagari should next absorb the blonde hair and blue eye genes. I do not carry blonde hair, sorry, but I don't know if I carry blue eyes. Cause my dad has blue eyes. So I know both my parents. My dad is blonde. My dad is blue-eyed, like showing, active, and green, dormant. And then my mom is brown, showing, and green. Not dormant, but basically you carry two eye genes. Basically, you have an active gene and a gene that you are not carrying. And brown is not a dominant eye color, it's just that more people are brown. Wait, I can do a quick little demonstration of how this works because I find it very interesting. I'll do a quick little demonstration. New. Okay. Can I window share to Clip Studio? I don't know which one it is. Oh, I gotta make sure I'm sharing to the right one because I don't want to accidentally share the wrong thing and share like something I'm not supposed to share yet. Like a commission that's private, you know? There we go. Whee! Okay. So we can see everything. Basically... just moving stuff around. Lead brush. Pen. This one easy to write with. Basically, brown isn't a dominant eye color. However, most people are brown. So most people will be like this. Right? This one is the eye color that you will be displaying. So like your eye color that you have. This one will be the one that you are carrying. So, my mom is brown green. She has brown eyes, but she is carrying green. I'll explain how I know that in a second. My dad is blue green. Actually, that's hard to understand, so I'll put like BL. Not Blaze Love. Blue. Green. And then they have me. And I am G question mark. So the only way you can have green eyes is if both parents have green eyes. Green eyes is green eyes is a gene that requires both parents to carry a copy, whereas brown and blue can pop up anywhere. So you could be basically any of the, you could be blue, you could be brown, brown, you know, you could be green, you could be anything. But you will have a eye color that you display and an eye color that you do not display. So if you have blue eyes, say you are a blonde-haired, blue-eyed lady or man, and you have blue, and then you have a child with, I don't know, a Japanese woman who is, sorry, it's supposed to be blue, who is brown, there is basically a 50-50 chance of your baby having blue or brown eyes. But you could also have blue green, which would mean you are most likely going to have a baby with brown eyes. Because it's basically half of the chance is gonna have brown eyes, and then, like, you know, 1/3 chance, 1/3 chance. So it's most likely gonna have brown eyes. Which ult do you unlock at level 6? What? Was that a... Wait, did I leave the simulation text on? No, it's not active enough for that. Some of the simulation text where you're like testing out your overlays says random stuff like that. So brown is dominant and Kagi is half blue. It means Kagi... I'm not sure what my other half is. My other half could be blue or brown. It could be either. It could be either blue or brown, but I don't know what it is. My mom's mom had green eyes. And then my dad's, I think mom had blue eyes. And I'm not sure where the green comes from because I never met my granddad on that side. Do I get the blue ult or the green ult or the brown ult? Oh, I don't know your ancestry, so I wouldn't know. Well, green, I could not be green, but I could be green brown or green blue. But yeah, does that make sense? Did I explain that? Did I explain that well? I don't think I don't know if I explained that very well. It makes sense? Yatta! I find genes very interesting and how they like work. Kagi is telling us to have kids at Japanese home to breed superior kids. I guess it depends if you think brown eyes are superior or not. I mean, genetically, yes, brown eyes are the best, like the strongest to have because they're less susceptible to sun damage. You know, they're not so sensitive to the sun. And yeah. I mean, green and blue eyes are like easily damaged by the sun, right? My generic username, hello. And brown eyes are less susceptible to that. In terms of gray eyes, which I know it is a color, but yes and no. It's usually like a desaturated green or a desaturated blue, so it technically falls under either of those. I think true gray is... I would have to do like research on it, but as far as I know, true gray is actually just like a form of blue or green. Brown eyes are more common, so boring. I guess it depends, because I think like brown is still like potentially pretty. If you've ever seen like those girls with like blonde hair and brown eyes, I think that's really pretty. I'm just adjusting. It's actually very easy to figure out which genes is superior. Just eliminate all competition and what's left is the best. Yeah, I know, because modern society, kind of gets in the way of natural selection, right? Because natural selection would probably eliminate things like poor eyesight, which a lot of people with brown eyes have. And then obviously blue eyes, it's harder to go out in the sun because it's like blinding, but at the same time it's not actually like hindering your ability to like hunt down food, right? Or be a farmer or something like that. So yeah, I don't know. It'd be hard to say which one though. What's your favorite eye color? I think blue eyes are very beautiful. I wish I had blue eyes. I don't have blue eyes. Let me drink. Eliminate modern society. Both of you. All of you. Blue eyes, white dragon. My favorite was red eyes, black dragon for so freaking long. I really liked red eyes, black dragon. Even though it's weaker than blue eyes, I freaking loved red eyes. It looks so cool. Eliminate modern society. What do you think, like, do you think you would enjoy it realistically if you were, like, launched back into, like, pre-modern times? I think depression and stuff like that would absolutely go down. You know, like, if it was, like, I don't know, just, like, isekai'd into a world that was still, like, the Middle Ages, you would probably be, like, way less depression and stuff, because you're just trying to survive, right? You're just trying to survive. Like, you don't have time to be, like, depressed or anxious or, you know? It's, like, survival mode every day. But I guess the, like, constant stress running through your body would also be bad. There are good things. There are good things about modern society, obviously. But there's a lot of bad things. But then in the past, too, there were bad things. Like, it's never been perfect. Unfortunately, we have always been imperfect beings. That's easy, just keep some humans alive as unpaid labor for your own benefit. I don't know, most of slavery throughout history, they were still paid. Like, slavery throughout history was still, most of the time, still paid or compensated in some way. You'd have to still, like, feed them and stuff. Even modern slavery, right? That's still, like, paid. Just, like, really poor wages. Yeah. Yeah, you still gotta, like... You still gotta compensate for that, right? And you gotta feed them decently, because if you feed them, like... If you feed them not adequate amounts, then they're gonna die as well. Anyway, slavery is a difficult topic. Slavery is a difficult topic. Okay, I can hide this now, guys. I explained. Wait, I can't see the not save bar because my keyboard. Okay, there we go. Return to Sengoku Jidai era. Sengoku era was pre-Meiji and stuff, right? Era 15th and 16th century began at 1467 till 1615. That's a decent chunk of time. Man, living in like pre-United Japan would kind of suck. like modern, you know, like where it's all united into one country. That would suck, because it was just like constant war and like different warlords fighting for land and area, and then like randomly invaded from China. You know, and like, oh, it would suck. It was not peaceful. Make a house on the Shogun Path and have a hot spring village. But then, the land would still belong to someone. Like there wasn't like land that was free. It was just like land belonged to different like warlords, and then those warlords would have like tax on farmers and stuff like that. I'm sure there were bandits as well, so it'd be hard to live as a random. Oh yeah, there were absolutely still like bandits. Bandits are like gonna be in any country. Some claim it ended after the Tokugawa united everything. There was probably still like lingering stuff happening for a little while before it completely settled down, but yeah. It would be like a difficult era to live in. Hi Simon. There's strict slavery where there's no money given to the slaves. Then there's like slavery light where the slave is given money. That's like China. But they can only buy things after master approval. Or like American. Oh my god, those freaking sucked. I was watching videos on those like a couple of months ago where they would like basically make fake currencies, and they would like pay their employees in this fake currency. So like they weren't paying them, like, you know, they were just giving them like tickets that could buy things within the town that they were like mining in. So there was like no way out of it. You were like stuck being a miner in the... Yeah, scripts, that's it. Yeah. The employees could only... Yeah, exactly. It freaking sucked. You were basically like promised a better life, and then you were stuck in that life. And it was so dangerous too. It was very, very dangerous. Hideyoshi already... I need to do, what do you call it? Reminder on Japanese history, because it's been a long time since I've done, like, binge watching of, history in Japan. Hideyoshi already did great progress by confiscating swords and, enacting fixed society policies, but it had downsides. Like, the problem too, like, even though, for a while, even though, like, there was peace, the social hierarchies in Japan were, like, not structured very well. There was, like, that period where, what are they called? Merchants were, like, richer than samurai, even though samurai were, like, higher social rate, like, ranking, that's the word. The samurai had like higher social rankings than merchants, but they were like poor compared to the merchants. And then they tried to be like, oh no, if you're a merchant you can't buy this and that. Like, you can't buy property because you're a merchant, right? And the merchants were just like, what the hell? I worked hard for my money, like, why can't I buy this? And then obviously there was like a social outroar. And, what do they call that when, what's it called when your citizens, riot and stuff? To, like, recreate... The whole thing where they started eating horses and stuff. Revolt, yeah. They started revolting. And they were, like, doing crazy stuff. Like, having sex in the street and, like... Yeah. I remember reading, like, some scholar's, like, recollection on what was happening, and he was like, and they even ate a horse? Yeah. I remember up until that point, it was kind of taboo to, like, eat any land animals. So, like, meat was not, like, a common thing in Japan then. They could also do things on credit, and had to sometimes, so they officially go more... Yeah. Yeah. Just play Nobunaga's Ambition games, the Yatabo Node History Animation. Been binging it for 2 months now. There's a really good channel on YouTube that does little, like, skits, and it's broken down into small snippets of different time periods in Japan. Let me see if I can find it. Um, Daimyo History Japan. See if it pops up. Daimyo explain. They do like little I think this is the channel. It looks like the videos. No, this one's similar, but they do other history, whereas one I was looking at only did Japanese history. Simple history? Maybe this one? They basically have like little stick figures and they're like, explaining different parts of history. Now there are places that you can eat horse. Yeah, it's not uncommon to find horse now in Japan. I can't find it right this second, but this maybe they just branched into other history. I don't know. I think this is the channel. Like I said, it's been a while since I did any like dives on it. I think Kagi will like Masa Munede. He's sort of like Gilgamesh in a way, but not blonde with cool eye patch. No one will ever dethrone Gilgamesh. No one will ever dethrone him. He is forever going to be number one. I'm loyal to him. I'm not loyal to my waifus, like, but I'm loyal to Gilgamesh until Graha. But then I'm not playing Final Fantasy like anymore. So Graha who? Have you ever eaten horse, by the way? And would you eat horse? If you had the chance to eat horse. Boy Graha? Sorry Graha. I ate horse when I was in... What did it taste like? Because I don't think I've ever eaten horse. I'd be down to try. He's a dragoon. Shoots a gun while riding a horse? Sword? Bleh, get out of here. I like swords! I'm more of a sword bro than a gun bro, I gotta be honest. I think swords are cool. I think swords are really cool. I don't have the American blood in me to think guns are cool. It's not that guns aren't cool, it's just the horses. I'm thinking about eating horses. It's just that swords are way cooler. Plus my dad likes to ramble about swords a lot. My dad's really into swords. He has like collections and things. I don't know how many he has because he's always buying a new sword, and he like buys like the real deal, like you could kill someone with it kind of sword. I remember one of his swords fell from where it was being displayed once, and it like cut a hole in the carpet. It like fell from its display thing and like landed on the carpet and like sliced it. Sword bros get wrecked when Nobunaga starts blasting. Yeah, that actually, when it was like the Portuguese, right? First introduced guns in Japan. And some of the samurai who were still running around with swords just basically got their asses handed to them. I gotta use the litter box really quick. I don't know what it is, but like cold days make me like need to go to the bathroom like 3 times as often. So I'll litter box really quickly. And then I'll open game. It is cold today. Meow. Oh yeah, I'm back. I have air conditioning. Well, I don't have it. My cousin's house has it, but and it's usually on overnight because it gets really freaking cold at night. But then in the morning, I turn it off when the sun starts coming up. Because the cats like to sit in the window when the sun is coming in. So I open the curtains, and then there's not really any point having like heat on with the curtains open because the heat is just gonna go out the windows. Welcome back, thank you. About to go for my walk run. I'm probably gonna go for a walk after stream, go to the bakery. Oh my god, last night I was about to order, I was gonna order a burger because I keep thinking about burgers, right? And then I was like, no, don't overeat when you're gonna sleep. Like when you're gonna go to bed soon. Well, not like soon, but what's my go-to bakery pastry? It changes. I don't have like I don't have a set go-to. Especially my local one. They've got such a big option that I still haven't tried everything there. There's a huge selection there. 35 stream streak. Holy cow, thank you. Who is that cat in the window? You remember the oh my tears, that doggy in the window. Oh my gosh, when I was a kid, I don't know, if you were like a kid in the 90s, you might remember this, but there used to be like, you would get like a little tape and a book would come with it. And the book would have like the lyrics to the songs, and then you would put the tape on and it would like play the music, and then you could like read along the book, and it would be like a Disney book. Like it would be like, mine was 101 Dalmatians. I had 101 Dalmatians. I think I had a Lady in the Tramp one too. And it was just like already existing songs, but it would be like pictures of the Disney characters and stuff. Do you remember those? I wonder if I could find like a picture of it. 101 Dalmatians sing along. I used to play it so freaking much too. I found this one. This might have been it. I know there were cassette tape ones, but there were also just like disc ones where it was just like where it was just CDs. Sing. Let me... I think this was it. I think. I'm not 100% sure, but it was something like this. Single. Oh, it was! It was! This is it! Because wait, here it's got the CD. It's got a picture of the CD. There, it was like this. And I had the freaking CD for the sing-along. 8 playful pouncing tunes with 22-page soundbook. Walt Disney Records. Yeah! And I used to like... there was like a little section in the living room where it's kind of like... there was a power outlet behind one of the... chair, like not lazy boy, but like that kind of chair. And I would go behind there, and I would like, there was like a CD player that had been put there, and I would just like sit there and like replay the songs and sing to them. What year did this come out? Does it have like the year of origin? Hear the music, learn the words, howl along. Howl along. Children will love singing and howling along to 8 playful pouncing tunes, contemporized versions of original 101 Dalmatian songs and other doggone delight tunes, surprise musical treats, learning fun while singing along. Deluxe songbook features beautiful artwork plus easy to read lyrics. that help build reading and vocabulary skills. Great for at-home play or on-the-go fun. It doesn't say the year that it came out. I remember the books and the tapes and the really thick cardboard pages for kids. I remember those. There were a lot of cassette ones too. But what year did this one come out? One on Dalmatian Sing Along. Okay, there's not really anything else to identify it. You can buy it from India. 19... No, that one's a different one. I was gonna say, that one came out in 1996, but it's not the same one as the one that I have on screen. Unless it's like the same book, but there's like one print that has like real dogs on it, and then one print that has like the cartoon dogs. I don't know. Fandom? There's a fandom wiki for like everything nowadays. This one came out 2000. No, that's a later one. The only thing I can really see is, yeah, I'm seeing 1996, but it's got different dogs on the front. The picture on the front is different. Like, I'm seeing Disney Sing-Along Songs 101 Dalmatians, Pongo, and Perdita, but that's not the same one. Sing-along videos? October 1996. Okay, the other one came out in December. The other one came out in December. It's alright, even if some other comment is deleted, I can still see it. Yeah, I guess it was 1996. I don't know how old I was in 1996. Yeah, I do. I just did the math real quick. I'm a mathematician. Damn, I was young. Anyway, you know what? This is sad. You know what just popped into my mind? When I was like 12, I only drew animals, right? I only drew animals, and I mostly drew Lion King. And I was like trying to expand my horizons. And I liked 101 Dalmatians a lot. So I was like, oh, I should start drawing dogs, because I like dogs, right? And I can already draw cats, and I can draw lions, and then by extension, you can kind of draw like any kind of cat. Like, once you know the basic anatomy, it's easy to like adjust it, right? Even though a cheetah and a tiger look very different, the fundamentals are there, kind of thing. So it's like I already know the anatomy, but I can practice dogs. So I started drawing 101 Dalmatians, and my mom one day went to grab a piece of paper that I had drawn on, and I was like, no, it's got my drawing on it. And she got mad at me and was like, how did she say it? It was so freaking mean. She was like, you don't even draw like real dogs, like golden retrievers and stuff like that. All you do is draw shitty 101 Dalmatians over and over again. I felt freaking crushed. I felt so freaking crushed, and then I was like, okay, I won't draw a dog. So then I stopped drawing dogs for a long time. Oh, my mom said stuff like that all the freaking time. My mom was like very mean with comments like that. She was very like she would have like outbursts and just say really nasty stuff, like, and not apologize for or anything later either. Like, she never said sorry. She never said sorry. When she was mean, she would just like move on like nothing happened. Just opening the game. Sorry if you get blasted by the music. I forgot it freaking like it minimizes and everything when you tab out of it. Pull mom on a rampage? What year did... She would have been using 4chan by then, I think. Early 4chan. Cause what year did it come out? Like 2003? Or was it 2001? No, if it was 2001, 4chan launch date 2003. Oh, October. Okay, it wasn't quite there yet, but she used it like early days. I remember like she would use it basically from launch. I think I told you guys, right? I like when I was young, I didn't know that like other Asian parents phenomena. She's not Asian. Well, I guess she's more Asian than me, but like she's not Asian. If I'm 1%, then she's gotta have like a higher percentage than me. Wait till eat this. Damn it. She is 2%. I would ask her to get a DNA test, but she probably would be like, no, the government will have my DNA. Which, like, sure, but like, really, no one cares. Oh yeah, I gotta turn off the BGM. Where is it? Don't go. There we go. Your mom is right, don't give the government your DNA. Like, my thoughts are, if they really wanted your DNA, then they would get it. You know, like, you as an individual would not have a way of stopping them from getting your DNA. And why make it easier for them? 'Cause I don't matter. In the eyes of a government, I don't matter. I'm just one single person. If they wanted to take me out, it would be done. If they wanted to take my DNA, it would be done. If they wanted to eradicate me, it would be done. Like, that's kind of how I feel about it. Anyway, her DNA already got submitted because her dumbass daughter got a DNA test, so... Sucks to suck. Drinking. They can catch you behind your house and extract your DNA straight from the source. It's not illegal to take someone else's litter. So if you ever ate food and threw it out, like they can go through your trash and just like lift your DNA from anything that you've eaten, anything that you've discarded. If you scratched your hair and like one hair fell off your body, they can take that. If you were sitting in a seat in a public place and you stood up and walked away, you can take DNA from anything that was left behind. A skin flake, a piece of your hair again. You know? Like, it's so easy to get someone's DNA. Hi, model. If you wanted to be, like, really worried that someone was taking your DNA. Otherwise, honestly, I don't think an individual is that important in the grand scheme of things. Like, my life is important to me and the people around me, but in the wider view of like a government, I'm not that important. You know, in the entire world, I'm not that important. Like, I am not the main character, so they don't care if I give my DNA or not, essentially. That's like my thoughts on it anyway. It's like if you're not doing anything suspicious, then who cares? Just like pigeon surveillance drones. True. If I did that to you, I think that would be stalking. Yeah, but like if you're not caught, then Yandere girlfriend collecting my DNA from the trash can. Yeah, but as long as she's not caught, right? Then it's fine. Actually, even if they caught her and they're like, what are you doing? And she's like, oh, I was trying to collect the rubbish from that guy because I like how he looks. It's like, what? The police can't tell you not to do that, right? They can't tell you not to go through a public trash can and pick out the half-eaten food. Oh my gosh, thank you, Elon, for gifting us up to Pigeons are watching. Thank you. There's a Twitch channel called Pigeons Are Watching. That's funny. This is why all garbage companies are organized by government to look through your rubbish for DNA. Technically, like, even if you've ever gotten blood drawn, right? If you've ever had to get your blood drawn for anything, then, like, your DNA could have been lifted. Or if you're a female and you have to get a smear test. For anyone who doesn't know what a smear... A pep smear? Is that what it's called? Basically, like, to make sure your coochie is healthy, you're supposed to get one done every year, I believe? And that's your DNA. Unironically, I have a wire right outside the window and there's always a pigeon on it. Yeah, back at home, like Auntie's home. I guess it's not home anymore, which is kind of weird to think about. But like, back at Auntie's home, there's like pigeon... It's like the pigeon sanctuary. And they just like hang out on the roof. They hang out on the balcony. Yeah, they started off being like native pigeons, and then slowly the natives got kicked out, and the like typical pigeon moved in. Watch out, the black vans parked for long hours. They're surveillance! They're surveillance vans! Be careful! They're either surveillance vans or they're gonna abduct you and give you free candy. Let me allow that. Damn, I'm gonna have to be less allowing of things through today, because every time I tab it, like, minimizes the game, and then also, like, messes with my resolution for some reason. Oh boy, free candy! Yatta! What kind of free candy do you want? I want popping candy. I don't know, what is it called? Pop Rocks in America? I want that one, popping candy. Yandere pigeon is always watching me. Oh, that poor pigeon. What are you making that pigeon want? I guess you're not making it, right? It wants to watch. What the hell is wrong with that pigeon? Why is it watching? Imagine being a pigeon landing on someone's wire and being like, oh yeah, they're gonna feed me? And then, like, just seeing that being like, I'll come back later. You come back later and they're like, are you gonna feed me? I guess I'll come back later again. Sour Patch Candy. Sour Patch Candies are yummy. I like sour flavor. I think if we continue, we like continuing from the same spot. Pigeon goes home to his two-stick nest, talking to his pigeon wife about the horrors he saw. Yeah, he gets home and he's like, wife, I'm sorry, I didn't bring bread today, but I do have an interesting story. Yeah. So I think this run, I don't know if we are infected like every run, or if there is a way around it. You feel that? Change is haunting you, so am I. And that one of your ilk is deathless. And because of a word, one single word. But what word is it? You know who I mean, yes? Strange things happen around you. I don't care. I don't feel anything. I don't care. Detached, are we? Don't even care anymore? Let's fix that. If there are at least 2 of us inside your house, you'll open the doors for me. Can you come back later? Shame. I'll leave for now, but before I go, let's try out that gamble. You alone? I'm not alone. Well. Even we are a rare sight now, let alone your kind, locked in their walls. Change isn't the worst thing coming for you. You don't think I'll lead the pack, do you? There are far greater things out there. I simply follow orders. Well then, until we meet again? Damn, that guy's creepy. Finally, some kind of shelter. What happened to your eyes? I saw something unspeakable. I won't dare describe it, for who dwells on what the mind births when it breaks. It's always just in front of me, burned into the darkness. There are no words for the ancient dread that tore through my soul. Trust me, if you'd seen it, you'd have done the same. Oh, she took out her own eyes? Okay, what did you see? Trust me, you're better off not knowing. To it, our sorrow is a feast, a buffet of grief. It gorges on fear, pain, our minds. My only mistake was wandering into the wrong place at the wrong time. It didn't even notice me at first. It was too busy devouring charred flesh. Why take out your own eyes though? How did you get here if you're blind? They're trying to reduce the pigeon population by building shelters for the pigeons to live in and be fed, but their eggs are taken from them so they— oh, that's nice! And like, it's nice that they're not culling them, I mean. It's nice that they're not just, like, culling them and they're allowing them to still live, but, like, just not reproduce. Because that's probably better in the long run. Did you know that pigeons are actually a man-domesticated bird? Slowly consuming those black and coal-like bodies right before my eyes. I don't think I would be, like, ready to gorge my eyes out just because I saw some creature eating people. Dear God, I wouldn't wish the sight of it on my worst enemy. You can even use them like owls. Yeah, you can. And you can race them as well. Racing pigeons are a thing. We didn't get enough information on her to know if she's safe or not. But yes, come in. Thank you, maybe now I can finally get some rest. Damn, will it be harder to sleep without my eyes closed? Yeah, I guess. Oh, I see your humble abode is the farthest one out here, child. I believe it will suit me just fine. Suit you for what? Lord have mercy, I am speaking plainly, am I not? For hiding away, my child, I wish to stay here. And since we're speaking on the matter, allow me to inquire as to your amenities. You do have holy icons, I assume. I also require complete silence for prayer and contemplation. This isn't a hotel. Oh, thank heavens. I would never have figured that out. Have you not informed me down there? I don't know what you would call them. Like, it's not a nun, right? Or is it? I don't know. But I like that they got like a little sarcasm. I didn't like how they smiled. Yeah, it was a little off-putting. I wonder if full release of this game got randomization of visitors, or they set— no, they are randomized, I believe. I believe they can the same person can be like infected in one run and not infected in another. I'm simply trying to find out if your hovel is worth my humble self. I cannot abide filth. That's not very humble of you. Is that so much to ask, child? You should leave. So that's how it is then. You turn away a poor old woman in need? My death will weigh heavy on your soul, child. Should have been nicer. Nice, Steve, yeah. Oh Lord will judge you before the gates of heaven, mark my words, just like the Lord will judge you. Can you tell me what's going on? It's so hot I can barely breathe and people are acting all weird, shooting and fighting each other. I don't get it. Wait, you seriously don't know what's happening? No, I don't. The news freaks me out, so I just try to ignore it, but my parents watch it. One morning I woke up and they were going crazy. They said they had to leave right away. That was a whole week ago. They still haven't come back. I just keep waiting, but they're just gone. I need to know the truth. Where did they go? So please tell me what's happening. Visitors, I guess he would know that it's too hot to go out in the day. Like, we don't need to tell him that, they just left him. They might have been infected and they didn't want to infect him. Or he might have been infected and they didn't want to get infected by him. I feel like he already would know. He doesn't need to know that the sun's exploding, but he should probably know this. Oh god, what if those visitor things killed them? Crap, why did they just leave? Why didn't they take me with them? I don't even know what to think anymore. Maybe you don't trust me either. What am I supposed to do now? I think he should come in. I think he should come in. Come in. I don't know if that's a good idea. What if they come back and I'm not there? But maybe you're right. I should probably stay with you for now. He's probably a redditor. Alright, in the end of times, we can look past that. Oh yeah, we should look outside too, huh? How is the game's volume, by the way? It seems kinda a little bit loud. What if I can turn it down in the game rather than having to tab? Two female officers are standing by a lamppost staring at the hanging man. Looks like they've finally gotten around to the main attraction in the area. They look like clueless detectives, must be wondering how he got up there without a ladder. I'll turn it down slightly. It's just fine, really? I'll leave it at 19 just because it's a little blasty for me. Female officers stand over the dead dogs. One of them is jotting something down on a tablet. Can a handful of people stop a horde of starving animals? Unlikely. Nah, it's likely. Humans are quite destructive. An armed visitor hunter holds a group of survivors at gunpoint. He probably stumbled on them by chance. You hear snips of shouting and a crazed voice yelling. Who will survive in this new world? Not those guys. Damn. Guess we go night-night. Good afternoon. Now for the news. The situation in the city is gradually stabilizing, but some fugitives still remain at large. Meanwhile, corpse disposal operations have resumed, though new challenges have emerged. According to the latest reports, packs of stray dogs are now roaming the streets. Cute! They're cute! I like this one. FEMA has deployed a team to address the threat. The agency has also announced a new identifying sign of potentially dangerous individuals. Skin irritation. Oh, that's just like the fungus one, right? Like an early... The investigation into the attack is still ongoing. Whether the attacker acted alone still remains unclear. However, there is no doubt that FEMA will contain both this and the ongoing visitor threat. If you have any questions about recognizing visitors, the FEMA hotline is open on 000-451. As always, stay where you are and await further instructions. That's the latest for now. This guy better be living it up. Like, he better be getting, like, treated well and stuff. Because I would like to be in that position where I'm the broadcaster and I know that I'm not gonna be, like, randomly abducted from my house to be experimented on. Up next, a report on the unfolding situation, the equatorial belt. Troubling news from from countries in the equatorial region tonight. Widespread wildfires, extreme heat and droughts are devastating multiple nations. Recent reports indicate temperatures so high that contact with the ground was enough to cause third-degree burns. War. The death toll remains unknown. Evacuation is currently impossible. Our government has been so far unable to establish communication with authorities in affected regions. However, conditions allow FEMA officers. Once conditions allow, FEMA officers will be deployed to assist with disaster relief. That's the latest for now. Stay tuned for updates. I don't know, like, where they think their, like, eventual help can go, right? Because, like, the sun is exploding. There is no escaping it. There is no salvation. The freaking sun is going to explode. There's no human without sun. He's wearing a shirt that says freaking best son #1 on it. Oh no, where'd they go? How's it going? I don't know, I just really want my parents to come back. They've taken care of me my whole life and now I don't know what happened to them. Jeez, I really hope they're okay. I can't imagine going on without them. I wonder if he's like... impaired in some way. It's fine, there's a new one. Ordering from Amazon with express shipping. Just wait for the supplier to confirm. So dark. So tell me, what did you see? You don't want to know. Trust me, it's a mercy not to. I thought if I could stop seeing, I'd be free of that thing, but it's carved into me now. I still dream. It's always there. It visits often. Oh, my mommy. You need to accept what happened. What do you mean? I saw a TV in your room. Can I watch cartoons? Also, maybe can I invite my friends over, please? I think her phone number is 445754. When the grown-ups invite her, they let her come. But if it's just me, they'll tell me off. Maybe I shouldn't have spoken to her. I don't know what you saw, but I think your dad is dead. That's so rough. Your dad might not be coming for you. I don't know what happened to him. Oh, that one's easier. Are you saying he's not coming? Why would you say that? What did he look like the last time you saw him? He was good. They hit him, so I don't remember. That's so mean! I'm sorry about your dad. He was a good man, too kind for this world. The girl seems to stare through you. You're afraid to move, so you just wait for something to happen. After some time, she starts wailing again. It doesn't look like there's anything you can do for her. It would be worse to let her believe a lie. She has to learn to accept reality as soon as possible. Yeah, but did we have to, like, break the news to her like that? So We know one of the religious people are infected. We are infected. I need to check myself. We already know we're infected, so... That guy said if 2 infected people are gonna be under our roof, then, he's gonna, like, come for us or something? What else was I supposed to do? If the world is ending, might as well lie. Yeah, just lie to her. Just tell her, like, I'm sure he'll be here soon, but I'm gonna look after you until then. Or, like, something like that, you know? I can't kill them either, or that guy will come set fire to our house. So I'm in a bit of a pickle. Maybe I can test this guy? I need to test you. Okay, just tell me everything's going to be fine. Armpit. Well, okay. Okay, so he's... Leave him alone. Alright, I think he's good. We should check her as well. Him? Is it a guy or a girl? Actually, I just assumed it was a girl, but like, looking at them, they might be a guy. Because they're quite broad. They're like man-shaped. You know, like the T shape. I need to test you. You can check me all you want, but nothing will change. All of this is temporary. Check the eyes. Armpit. Funny. Okay, I think they're good. Do you know what this sickly shadow covers first? No, I do now. New age gender? I think it's just a guy, cause like look at them like that. That's like a guy. Sorry, I'm in the way. Like a guy with longer hair, right? Should we call her friend just to see? That girl's friend. 445754. Hello? Hi, would it be okay if your daughter came over to play with her friend? A little girl, she died. We had to kill her. What? We killed her. It had to be done, believe me. Every sign matched what we were being told. My husband insisted. She was a visitor, do you hear me? Every single sign was saying so. I knew her inside out. That's how I was able to notice the signs so quickly. Everything matched. As soon as I told my husband, he dealt with the visitor right away. I wanted to kill him myself at first, but eventually I realized that that was never our daughter. My husband helped me understand that. Now I only regret that we never asked that invader what she did to our little one. That would be so hard. I'm sorry, don't call her again, please. The response being like, you killed your own daughter? It wasn't your daughter anymore if they were infected. Or was it? Because I don't think we were infected at the beginning of the game, right? I don't think we were infected. Or were we a visitor all along? Because we have memories. We have like the memories of growing up and stuff like that. I don't know, it's complicated. I mean, the people that crawled out of the earth are obviously strange, but if they're infecting people, what is the bad thing that the infection is doing? You know, like... Halt! Now that's a double churn. I need to test you. Death shall warm us with her cold embrace. Oh, you're infected. Okay. This one's infected too, I believe. So we're just a bunch of bacteria here. To everyone listening, Fema is trying to jam all signals to keep things under wraps. They want to hide everything that's going on in the city. Jin, this Jin can kill a man and stop him dead in his tracks. Beauty. They're trying to blame it all on that psycho who killed everyone in the quarantine zone. But we know better, right? If you're still in the city, get out. It's not safe. I guess it's more like not safe. Avoid Fema patrols. They're aiming to kill you. Run while you still can. Beep. Anything else? Looks like you won't be picking up on. Okay, brain dash. Guess we can go to bed now. Wait. No, we can't feed you. Me. God, please don't be the weird guy. We need more people. It's the only way to avoid a catastrophe. Where are the people you took? There's nothing I can do. What catastrophe? A fucking major one. The authorities can't contain the outbreak. They're ready to blow up the entire city. The orders they expect us to adhere us are impossible. If we don't figure out a way to survive, someone else will decide for us. What is it gonna take to fix all of this? 2 more people. We're not taking everyone. Do have it in there, just 2. Then we either find a way to eradicate the visitors or we never meet again. Good, I never want to see you again. The feeling is mutual. Okay, the blind woman and the man baby. You see? We're sending off the freaking like... I mean, not lady, man. Oh yeah, it's definitely dude. Look how freaking tall he is. And look how wide he is. Okay, we're sending off the blind man and the man-child. That's all. Have a nice night. I didn't really want to send him off. But I mean, if it's between him and the kid, then yeah, the kid comes first. I would have liked to have sent off one of the religious people. Let us not waste time. Help there, my flock. Yeah, they're still alive. Thank you for all you have done. I'm sure you are tired too, of all the noises, these oppressive times, the confusion. Beth spoke to me not long ago. She hopes to meet you when the time comes. She may offer you a place to hide from everything, even from the end itself. I'm not sure myself what that means yet, but it does sound tempting, yes? Can you take your people with you? I'm back. Tried to find that someone I mentioned, no luck. But I went through a few houses. This place is crawling with visitors. Did Fema give up on this town or just this block? How do you spot a visitor? Hell, same way you do, I bet. The TV and the radio spell it out for us. One sign's enough to put him down. I don't hesitate for a second. Since I'm here, tell me, do you know a stocky guy who wears a blue denim jacket? He's got a little kid, little girl, not sure how old. His wife, well, fuck the wife. His house burned down, haven't seen him since. Show me you're not one of them, any part of you will do. You got a gun? Fuck if I care, we'll both go down shooting then. Oh shoot! Show hands, cause my hands are safe. Show me your hands. Clean, yeah, fucking classic, clean. Let me tell you something, here's a tip. The ones who look normal, they're always the first to turn. I haven't got time for this bullshit. I'll test you properly next time. Uh-oh. He's gonna kill us. We gotta check out Edge so that next time he comes we can like We can show our ears and we're either screwed or we survive. Because our armpits and our teeth... Our armpits and our teeth are not safe. They're basically looking for like a place to hide out or communicate with like other survivors. Good afternoon, you're watching the news. The situation in the city remains unstable and the recent lockdown still remains in place. However, a new threat has emerged. Members of the cult have been sighted on the outskirts of the city. Some suggest that they may be preparing a ritual which appears to involve open flames. This guy? He does have some pearly whites. FEMA believes this group may have been directly involved in the recent attacks on the quarantine zone. Unfortunately, due to ongoing situations, neither FEMA nor the military can spare a dedicated task force at this time. If any cult member approaches your home, call the FEMA hotline immediately on 000-451. To assist in these troubled times, the agency has also announced a new identifying sign: fungal growth in the underarm area. As always, stay where you are and await further instructions. Wait, what? These are not signs. They're just sweaty. They're just sweating. But it's freaking hot right now. Of course they're gonna be sweating. And they might be nervous. That's the latest for now. Up next, an update on conditions at the poles. The sun strikes yet again. Scientists have released troubling new projections on our global climate. If the current heat wave does not subside, melt waters from the polar ice caps may lead to catastrophic... Oh yeah! The ice caps are gonna like be melting and gonna be like tidal waves and stuff. Guess can't sweat from armpits or hands anymore? RIP to all the Caucasians. That's all for now. Stay tuned for updates. Looks like other frequency maybe? They shouldn't have burned the bodies. Something. If the remains, it wouldn't have come. Oh, it wouldn't have come if they didn't burn the bodies. Okay, you guys need to like leave. I want my mommy. You need to accept what happened. Looks like the conversation is over. That was mean. There was no need for that. We still got the homeless guy. We still got the... Yeah, there's a Bingus! Look at him. I want to know, like, who this actual Bingus is. Let me do a little look-see. A little digging. No, I'm not a human Bingus. I'll look him up and see if we can find any information on him. No, I'm not a human... Bingus. I'm assuming it's like one of the developers' cats or something. Google Lens, find this cat. One of you might be able to do it, cause I got Google Lens. Wait, I can go to my own stream and do it. Google Lens, there we go. Hi Kagi, the totally a human being. Oh, it actually doesn't give me anything when I search for it. Shrink it down a little. It's giving me freaking paintings of greyhounds for some reason. This is not what I am looking for. Sphinx. There's like no information on the bingy. Does that mean Sphinx are really greyhounds? They're in disguise. There doesn't seem to be anything about it. Cat photo? There's only stuff about the orange kitty, but not the nudie. Still looking. Cat. Okay, let me see if the wiki has anything. If the wiki has anything to, characters? In-game entities? Sun. I don't even know where I would look for it on this. Oh, it is the protagonist's wife. The photo that's next to the photo that's next to the phone is the protagonist's wife who died, but I don't think we have learned how she died. I'm not seeing phone script call, pale visitor, early development, XCon, fridge. Instead of orange cat, we could have protagonist cat breed as a sphinx, but later scrapped due to unknown reasons. Maybe because they're holding it as like a reference to a meme, and they wanted to like put that in, but there's no like page for it being. Oh, what's the developer's name? Is there anything on the developer? Because then we can just go look at pictures of the cat. And we can learn their name. I want to know this beautiful specimen's name. Bingus breed is sort of a meme. Yeah, they are sort of like their own little sub-category. Oh. I just got an achievement for clicking that. Heh, Grandma crammed every cabinet full of dishes. Only pulled out the fancy set for holidays. Now who the hell needs it? Is there anything we missed in here, maybe? That one we've already looked at. Okay. Okay, so that's our life. Music in this game is so sleep priming. Yeah, it's very cozy. Emma, we should report the religious people, right? 451. Hello, this is the Federal Emergency Management Agency Medical Division. We are now able to provide consultation services. Okay, please state your question. They didn't have an option for religious people. We need to check out ears. Ears look fine. No, I'm not a visitor. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. No, I'm definitely a visitor. What kind of a report was that anyway? Call at night? I didn't think we could use the phone at night. Hi, Faze. Well, what's something I haven't checked? What's something I haven't checked? I've checked. I think I've checked everything, right? And my armpits and my teeth are infected, but my eyes, my ears, and my hands are fine. So next time that guy comes, I can show him my eyes and my ears. But I cannot show my armpit or my teeth. No, my hands are clean. But what I think happened is I think there were the initial visitors who crawled out of the ground, and those ones had dirt on their hands. But then since like days have gone by and they have started infecting other people, not everyone came out of the dirt. Amazing emotes, thank you. Thank you. We have like fungus on our armpits. We're a visitor, like we're infected or we're a visitor, whatever the protocol is. Don't get why it's not in the corner. I thought that was the rule. Wait, really? I never heard a rule that the cross has to be in the corner. Then again, Dad never gave a damn. Oh, I read that already. I never heard that cross had to be in the corner. Anything else on TV? No. We don't really have anything else to do. Did we meet the Mushroom Man? We have not met a Mushroom Man. I guess we can just check our eyes again. Yeah, our eyes are still good. Eyes look fine, not red, nothing they can pin on me. And then maybe we can check the kid, because we already know the religious people are infected. To test you, armpits? So what do I have to do? You look and realize this is overkill. You just want to know how I am. I'm really tired. Can I play by myself now? Oh, okay, I can't look at her armpits. The game mechanics is so confusing. Did I leave it up for him to— No, basically there's different telltale signs. There are different signs that you are infected, like you have fungus growing on your armpits, your teeth are perfect. The protagonist himself said he was a smoker. No, that was my last bar that I just used now. It's weird to ask a little girl to see her— it's weird to ask anyone to see their pits, but like in a situation where, you know, you could have fungus growing there, it's important to check. Can I actually use it at night? No. Howdy! God damn! You home? Who are you? Me and my brood used to live just a couple of blocks down from here. Them yellow fellas gone kicked us all out of the building, but never took us nowhere. No shelter, no help. Where are we supposed to go now? What are we supposed to do? Folks ran every which way after that. I came here trying to survive. Wait, where are her kids? It's not weird for guys we ask to see each other's pits all the time. I don't believe that. Why would a man want to see another man's armpits? Were there many of you? We were the whole done building. Oh shoot, like the whole armpit got— the whole building got evacuated. I got armpits on the mind, apparently. Some folks tried to stay put and they— Yellows just yanked him out like they were picking folks willy-nilly. A bunch of the tenants got snatched up, bless their hearts. They ain't even chased the rest of us too much. Now Mama's just trying to stay alive, darling. We should let her in. I feel bad if like an entire apartment got evacuated. Bros are also doing mandatory penis inspections. Gay! Come in. Oh, bless your heart. Just don't go opening up for any of them yellers that come knocking. Have you done inspected even bros? You give them the little side eye when you're going to the bathroom together just to make sure bro's healthy? The second you do, they'll be dragging us both off God knows where. Sorry, lady, I can't control that. Ah, he's back. They told me this would be our last little chat. Everything is coming to an end, either by our hands or your own. What's Kagari 20? He just said everything. What do you mean? I'm just telling you what I was told. That's all. Do you feel it? Death creeping closer and closer? It's breathing down your necks already. Why do you keep coming here? You only just now thought to ask that? Have you ever considered that you were chosen? They sent me for a reason, to change something, but the outcome's always the same. You'll die. If not today, then tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then later. You will disappear. But for now, have you let any of us into your home? There are many people in here. Why so tense, clinging to life like that? What's left that matters? You're all alone now, so... You alone? I'm not alone. So you're ready. Do you feel fear? Yes. Still can't take matters into your own hands. That's why I'm here. Oh. I got an achievement, so answer the pale visitors' questions for the last time. I don't like that guy either. He's so freaking ominous. Tremor is a real US organization. Ooh. I don't like that guy, yeah. How come we weren't allowed to shoot him with... I know. I guess because we'd have to like open the door enough, and then what if he like breaks in? Death no longer speaks to me. That's how the world ends, not with a bang, but a whimper. Oh, but everything's just fine with you, isn't it? Your flock are fine. Yes, all as it should be. Her gaze still rests upon us. I shan't linger. I'll be moving on now. Take your freaks with you. Why? This isn't a daycare. Were they truly bothering you so much? Or perhaps peace is not what you yearn for after all. I take my leave with gratitude regardless. As a token of gratitude, I could offer you salvation. Join our right and find peace. Come, brother, hold our hand as we march towards death. I have long wanted to find peace. I'm coming with you. If you're so eager to die, then go ahead. I'm staying here. Very well. If that is your choice, so be it. Death will claim her due. I mean, we're all gonna die eventually. The sun is exploding. What was to be done is done. He's immune to shoots. He soloed an entire group of Was that him that did that? Was it him that went in on that massacre? Farewell. Why is he letting us live then? What is the point? He could just like eradicate us. Oh, hello. Bill Nye, the science guy. You didn't see? I haven't put two and two together. I haven't been looking out the windows as much as I should. Oh, I thought no one was home. It's so quiet here at night. Good evening, may I come in? Were you watching the house? What? No, don't be silly. It's simply rare for a full house to stay so silent at night. Let me itch my nose. I was thinking about the downtown massacre. The person that went and like killed all the people in the quarantine zone. It's simply rare for a full house to stay so quiet, silent at night. Usually you can hear some kind of drunken shouting, or crying, or screaming. Who are you? I'm a surgeon. I used to operate on the sick. A ward was always short on funding, so I often ended up handling patients with conditions outside and my specialism. And now the hospitals are gone, so I just wander and help where I can. If you let me in, I can tell you what happened to the hospitals. Can't you just tell us about that? I mean, I guess we can let him in. Thank you. I hope I can help someone here. Okay. Hello, friend. Say, are you armed? Why do you want to know? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be rude. It's just, these are dangerous times, you know? Gotta know if you can hold your own. Take out any potential threats. Who would judge you for killing anyone during the apocalypse? It'd be like handing out speeding tickets at a racetrack. But I can hear the edge in your voice. I'd say you could, pull the trigger if you had to. I bet you could, like, even strangle someone with your own bare hand. What the hell, dude? If it came to that, you know? Why are you so fixated on killing? Yeah. Aw, geez, do I sound off to you? I don't mean to come across like some maniac, it's just... Back before everything went to hell, I would never how to fly, but now, soft people like me just don't last. I'm scared of what will happen if I don't learn how to fight back, you know? That's why I need to, figure it out, find someone who gets it. I guess he's just like a wimp, and he's like looking for someone to take care of him? Alright, he can come in. Thank you, friend. And if it's not too much to ask, after you test me, could you show me how you do it? How to kill a visitor? I want to stare death in the face. Yeah, he's a wimp. Don't get surprised you have perfect teeth given for a doctor. I wouldn't immediately, take him out for having perfect teeth. I kind of avoid looking at that one because people can have teeth. Whoa. Cultists are tied up at the bonfire. Did they decide to sacrifice themselves? The thought twists your mind. Fear of death has clouded all reason. People are willing to do the unspeakable. When this kind of madness happens only after a few weeks, it's terrifying to imagine what could come next. I don't think there is a next. The sun is exploding! Okay, let's look. Burning houses blaze bright. Screams echo in the distance. You know that madman is behind all of this. Could your house be next? Will he come tomorrow? Next week? You'll likely meet that lunatic face to face. It's only a matter of time. Yeah, he's testing us, like... Next time he comes back, he wants to see more of us. I'm hoping we can get by showing him our eyes and our ears. The bodies of those who are hiding in your neighbor's basement burn under the midday sun. The dogs feeding on them have fled. Scared, perhaps? That's ominous. Hey, kitty. Off to bed. Me. Smells like someone died. Oh, no. Breaking news. Conditions in the city show no sign of stabilizing, and the disaster continues to lessen. Let me have a drink. With glaciers melting, sea levels are rising at an alarming rate. Coastal areas across the globe, including many major cities, are at risk of severe flooding. Several lakes known to have contaminated with radiation have also begun to evaporate. That's not good. With scientists worldwide warning that this could result in that's what I was about to say. There's gonna be like radiation rainfall. If you hear thunder, seek cover immediately to protect yourself from exposure. Unfortunately, the city continues to remain under lockdown. FEMA has not yet captured all fugitives, and has now announced a new sign for identifying the visitors. Rapid pupil movement. Emergency broadcast. We interrupt this report due to the risk of an attack on our studio. If you have questions about identifying the visitors, call hotline. End of broadcast. Oh, this... not good. This... new something code 451 replaced with 955. Do not burn bodies. Apply something. Report code 45 is not burning bodies to contain. That was a little difficult to dissect. Right, we need to kill someone. No! They killed her. They freaking killed the kid. Is it you? Oh, darling, please don't let nobody in. I need to test you. Well, I'm just getting all my... Oh, she's not infected, but damn. It's just all the damn time too. I ain't got a clue what to do about it. Tried a whole bunch of things. Wait. She wasn't infected. I think she's just itchy because she's chunky and like getting stretch marks under there. Okay, I'm sorry, little girl. I tried to keep you alive. You. Oh, jeez. I need to test you. Okay, armpit. Oh no. Alright, we gotta do another check. And if it's not this one, then it's her. Pupils? Eyes. Just don't be scared. Oh, it's freaking you! It's you! I wasn't crying, okay? I just don't... My eyes used to be all rapid like a cornered rat. Now they're just tired. Nah, I'm killing you. Maybe you could, help with that. Looks like it'll... Teach young man the meaning of murder. I don't care if it wasn't you at this point. Someone needed to die for the little girl. I kept her alive for so freaking long and then... someone just killed her. Oh, it could have been you, too. Why have you got blood? What happened to the hospitals? Oh, it was awful. When things started to go wrong... people rushed into the hospitals. Everyone was desperate to know if they were visited. We tried to explain that we didn't really know how to test for that, but nobody would listen. They just kept pushing and shoving, making it impossible to treat those who were actually sick. In the end, FEMA showed up, and, well, they decided the crowds were a threat to outbreak containment. So they just took all the patients to the quarantine zone, and the hospitals, well, they just shut down. Damn. So if FEMA put you out of work? Tell you the truth, after the hospitals closed their doors, I went to try it at one of the quarantine zones. Why would you do that? I wanted to keep helping people. It's my calling. I couldn't just walk away from that. Maybe, no, forgive me. I'm not ready to talk about that just yet. Alright, well, it's either you or it's not, but that guy needed to go. Do we have, like, do we have anything to drink to... I think I'm done for today. No, we don't have any coffee or anything. That's something, if I do another run, I will be buying more coffee. Nighttime is upon us. I'm back. Not really sure why the hell I bothered though. If my brother hadn't been so gutless, maybe he could have kept his wife and kid safe. Oh! It's the little girl's uncle! Now I don't know. Now who knows where the brat is? Oh, and she just died. If we knew that earlier, I would have opened up about it being. I would have said that the girl was alive, but I hid that from him because I didn't know what the hell was going on. How are you holding up? Same as always. I even told my brother, man up, look out for your family. And what did he do? Called out like a total pussy. Now his fucking family is buried off in fucking pieces. How do you think the world ended up with this whole mess to begin with? It's because of cowards like him. Saw our family not long ago. Stocky dad held it together, even with the visitors screaming at the windows. Got his family out to the back door, ran off into the woods. I put down the freaks, but they never came back. Thought they were done for, but days later they found me. First one through the trees, his daughter, shotgun in hand. Eyes wild but alive. That's what I respect. Nothing like my brother. If he'd died sooner, his family might have made it. Anyway, that's enough story time. I'm testing you. Show me you're not one of them. Show ears. Eyes. Open those damn eyes wider. Quit fucking with me. Yeah, I'm good. Alright. Still doesn't mean you're safe. You're free to go for now. I don't got time for this shit. I'm done here. You won't see me again. Enjoy what's left. Oh, we lived! We lived! Hello, anyone? Anyone in there? I heard footsteps. Means you're there behind the door. Can you open it? Did you come for me this time? Huh? I don't get it. Oh no, I'm not with Fema. Is it because of the uniform? Everybody hates them for what I've seen. For whatever it is they do. People get taken away and they never come back. Who knows what's really going on? So who are you? Just a regular factory guy. Built fridges, fixed them too. And I don't work there anymore. Work kept piling up, not enough people left. We couldn't keep up. I burnt out and quit. Alright, you can come in. What? Oh, thanks. Any place I can sit? Didn't think you'd actually let me in. A kid? He's not asleep? Wait, we had someone speaking about a kid in a yellow jacket, right? He should be. Are you lost? The doors look all like the same in the dark. I needed the kitchen light, but there's a different echo resounding here? I heard the floorboards creak from outside. That means someone's waiting. What are you looking for? Wrong smell, wrong voice. Sorry, this house is wrong. Alright, be on your merry way then. We done? Okay. Ooh, pretty! Every nearby house is in ruins. Your home is the last one standing. That's not good. No one else is left to shield you from the madman's ire. Whatever happens next, it'll happen to you. Yeah. You're like a sitting duck now. Whoa, what was that? What the hell was that? Witness horrors beyond your comprehension just outside your ... That was the achievement that I got. Federal officers surround the burned bodies. They document the cultist's death. Faces frozen in terror and agony as if they saw something horrible before dying. I'm guessing that shadow creature likes to eat burned bodies. It likes it a little crispy. Nothing remains of the burned bodies, only a strange, shapeless mess. It looks like sludge. No wonder. You wonder if something melted the flesh and bones before swallowing the remains. Interesting. If prayers mean anything, the creature will stay in the shadows. You fear your mind won't survive seeing such a monster. More cultists sacrifice. The only problem is they're burning themselves, which is like what they're not supposed to do. You know? That's the only issue. Sounds like somebody died tonight, freak. Breaking news. FEMA has just arrested a majority of government officials. The agency reports that some members of administration were identified as visitors. With the ministry no longer able to function, FEMA will assume the role of of interim government. I guess that's like temporary interim. In addition, like stand-in, I mean. One moment. Just from FEMA, fugitives have broken down through the city-wide lockdown. We repeat, fugitives have broken through and are now at large. Barricade your windows, lock your doors, await further instructions and stay inside. End of broadcast. One question I do have is like, why didn't the visitors just break in? Or are they like vampires? They can't come into a house without being invited. There is some rule? I guess it's, yeah, like vampire then. I don't think we're getting this one. Damn, where is it? It's... KYS. I saw that. Yeah, I don't think we're getting this. What the heck? It's like so specific on this one. What? Give it to me. I want to see. I want to read. No. No. Man, it's gone. It's gone. There is no hope. There is no hope. Let me in, I promise I'm not a visitor. Alright, come on. If someone dies during the night though, then I might have to shoot you. With my dong. I mean gun. Okay, I don't really know if I'll just give up on this one. Only a visitor would say that? Let me out! 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 Okay, there we go. I'm gonna go for... Oh, okay, it's not the doctor, because someone just killed the doctor. Okay. I was gonna check the doctor. You're the suspect. Oh, darling. I need to test you. Oh, eyes. I've always had dusted vessels in my eyes. Don't see how you'll reckon you'll figure out. Nah. So what now? Nah. Don't suppose it's cancer, do you? Go on, honey. Shoot. Once Mama's gone, my brood will come. Not if they don't know you were here. Yeah, it's her. The homeless guy lives. He's the one we need to protect. We couldn't protect the little girl, so now we have to protect the homeless man. We should order some food and stuff, right? Some food for the kitty. Maybe we can do a roulette as well after. Hello, you've reached rest food for delivery. Would you like to place an order? What's Anajaka? Coffee. Can we order multiple things? 903 8933. Hello. I'm sorry, we can't accept it. Oh, okay, it's only one thing. So, if I do my, like, another playthrough, I'll probably, if I do another playthrough, it'll probably be my own time, but you really need to be ordering stuff each day, I think. Phone roulette 891533. Invalid. Oh. Okay. Psychics? Well, I think so. Oh! They're gone as well? They told us not to call them again. He's already dead. That's useless. He took his phone off. Damn. Oh yeah, there's you. I forgot about you. Hope I didn't get too much solar exposure. I need to check you. Well, go ahead, just don't waste precious time. I guess eyes. Oh yes, I love this one. People's eyes are beautiful after all. You gotta go. Red, yeah? You see, when you're stuck in this mask all the time, it does things to you. Nah. Nah. Oh, he wasn't! He was human! I got an achievement for it! Which means the other girl was. Didn't he briefly say before I shot him that he was with Fema? I may have made an error. Oh, I already went down there. I don't need to go. I'm a murderer now. Oh well. Dog eat dog world out here. He was being all funky. I'm not going back and go to bed. Wait, did I watch the TV? Yeah, I did, right? Me. Oh, it is? What? What? Is this the end of the game? Oh. Walk a mile in their shoes. Have a very strange dream. Oh, I was dreaming. Oh, that's no bueno. There's no time for this today. Not any of them? Doesn't it not matter though, because I'm already a visitor? Hello, delivery! You look kinda down. My coworker got taken by Fema. Morning check, same as always. I noticed his eyes red, goddammit. And that was it. They hauled him off. Now I don't even know what happened to him or if they'll ever let him out. And what if my eyes go red too from the lack of sleep? They gonna drag me off to one of those fucking quarantine zones too? Don't stress it, you'll be fine. Fine? What's fine? Even me in the middle of a cataclysm. All these visitors, the signs, and the damn sun, I thought it couldn't get worse, but every day it just gets crazier. Next thing you know, they'll say pubic hair is a sign of being a visitor. I'm doomed. The world will go even more batshit. Are you all doomed as well? Are you all visitors? Alright, I gotta get a move on. Take your order and I'll be on my way. Accept the order. Here you go. Have a good night. I think I ordered the coffee a little too late. Looks like no one else is coming down. I'm just gonna go to bed while my doors have been knocked down. What about a homeless man? Is he okay? Oyasumi? I should blood him up. Things are only gonna get worse from here, but I have to try. What about Wait, why are they just back again? There's no time for this today. What about the people in there? Eh? Meow meow meow. Meow. No one will be out on the street at this time of day. Then I ain't sleeping. Okay, how do I don't look out there anymore? How? Eh? There's no time for this today. I don't know what I'm supposed to do then. None of these. Oh. Oh. I'm boarding up the windows. I already tried the basement. Okay. I should be doing that as well though, because someone could dig in. Cutscene? Oh, it's us! That's it. I survived alone. Wait, what about a homeless man? It had to be this way. I did everything right. I did everything right. How many days have passed? How many hours? That looked like 3 days to me. If someone had stayed, would anything have changed? What? We had a homeless man! It's I already read that. If I had told my father how much I hated him, would I have found the strength to leave? Would she have been proud of what I did? The walls have fallen, there's no way out. Oh, we're like stuck in the basement. But maybe there's no need to leave anymore, maybe this is all that's left. It's a shame to die with all this anger boiling inside. At father, at myself, at everyone. No one helped my mother when she needed it most. Why didn't you help her? He pushed her to the edge. My hands still shake when I think about looking through that window. My walls collapsed and now I lay in the rubble. I hated that house so much, maybe losing it is a good thing. Everything is dust, yet somehow I feel freer. There's nothing left to remind me of my old life. I wish she could see this. Bro is having like an existential crisis at the end of the world. Why do I feel so light now? The heaviness is gone, crumbled just like the walls. Gone. Yeah, he's having a crash out, but it's like already the end of the world. Made it alone until the end. In the dark, we lived. Shinji after the third impact. Yeah, pretty much. Yippee! Well done, we did survive. Damn, it got loud. Get in the house, Shinji. Oh look, it's us smoking. I don't understand where the homeless man went though, like... GG. I don't understand where the homeless man went, cause... Let me tab and turn it down a little bit. Cause he was just like hanging out, and then all of a sudden I was like, we're by ourselves. Unless the homeless man like left, he like moved on. You didn't check the basement? No one was in the basement, and we didn't get the alert that he died. I'm guessing he just left, to be honest. Because they don't give you an alert when someone leaves, right? Like when the religious people left, it didn't like tell us they were leaving, they were just gone. You gave the homeless man a home responding this day. Yeah, it just took a little while for it to... Someone's name is It's Not Bluey. It took a little while to sink in that he wasn't homeless anymore, but once it like occurred to him, he just ceased to exist. Okay, let me put the BGM back on. Because it's gonna freeze and go silent now that I'm tabbed anyway. That was good. That was pretty good. I would like to... What is that? What is that? Oh my goodness! Thank you! Bear, what the heck? Thank you! Arigato! I appreciate it. And congrats anyone who got gifted a sub. Let me close out of the game so I can fully... Well, it really messes up my resolution. So I can fully focus. There we go. Would you be up for watching for endings watch along? Yeah, why not? Should we see what some of the other endings are? Let me just move chats around a little bit. Move chat. Move chat. I don't know which chat I want to be looking at. They're both the same, but they look a little different. You missed it! I'm sorry. There's always a VOD to go back and look through though. There is always a VOD. But yeah, thank you so much, Farron. I appreciate it. I appreciate it very much. Let me see if I can pull up alternate endings. Why is this tab all funky? Oh, I still had like the search thingy open. What the heck? Thank you, Anon. What the heck? Who are you? Thank you. Arigato. Thank you. 10? Thank you. Thank you very much, Anon. Even if you're in hiding, I wish I could say thank you to you directly. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And congrats anyone who got a sub. Yatta! Look, you're a little bronze bell now. Fades, you got like a little bronze. You can sausage and you can negate. You can do both of those things. Arigato. Let me pull up Brave so I can look at the alternate endings. I always forget that the freaking sausage in the cage is like a actual emote. YouTube. And then... No, I'm not a human. Endings. No, I'm not a... Oh, there's 10 endings? All 10 endings explained. Do we want them explained or do we just want to watch them? No, I'm not a human. All endings plus secret ending. Let's speedrun. No, I'm not a human. All endings. No, I'm not alone. Achievement. All Easter eggs. Let me screen share and then we can like look together. Not screen share. You know what I mean. I've been on Discord too much. Put this there. Put that there. Window capture. Doko. Window capture. There we go. Brave. Oh, Brave is already Brave 2. Okay, and then Brave. Can I crop? Do a little crop and then I shall move over slightly. Sorry, I was in the way a little bit. Doink! Okay, maybe like this. I'm gonna have to resize it again when we start watching. So this one is 35 minutes, this one is 19 minutes, so I guess like this one? Look at this one. Hopefully they don't have annoying voice. Wait, I think YouTube is muted right now. Hold on. I gotta do this. Unmute. So we can. Ooh. 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 Okay, there we go. Ooh. Like that.
The full version is finally here, and we got so many different endings and different visitors this time around. The story
Closed captions.
stayed ambiguous, and there's so much left for us.
Ambiguous. Okay. Alright.
Interpret and theorize on. The game has about 10 different endings, with each
What the
one of them
hell?
unveiling parts of the strange story.
Should I get rid of the BGM? It's a little distracting having them overlap. Endings.
I already went over the story and the best possible ending
Whoa.
in my opinion, where we meet a godly deity inside a mysterious hole, which is only found through letting the Persian cat in, who pulls the rug on the floorboards, revealing a secret.
Oh, it was the cat that did this. I didn't know it was the cat. Choo-choo. We got, what do we get? Ghost emote. That's still not Serval Bop. Twitch doesn't want to give us Serval Bop. Also, this isn't a Persian. Persians have long hair. He said Persian cat, but Persians have long hair. This is most likely an exotic short hair.
To the hatch, we uncover a half-dug path which leads to a tunnel system. In here, we can discover a man who has sent one of his friends down a mysterious hole, not knowing what is down there. Going down ourselves,
Go in
we
the
enter
hole.
a paranormal place where we find a floating object known as Death. This entity speaks in riddles and seems very peaceful and merciful.
What did that say?
Seems very peaceful.
I am the unwanted sibling, the outcast in the family of humanity.
And merciful.
To where motif marries are peacefully set to lend a sense of abundance.
It seems as if this deity is some sort of a judge to what sort of character we are, and knows too much about people it has never met before. Meeting the protagonist, the entity instantly knows who he is and what he most desires. For him, he teleports the protagonist into a lonely
What the heck?
place, somewhere plentiful, a grassland with one lonely house. the entity describes it as a place that the protagonist has always wanted, and as such, it provided this place to him. Entering the house and the
Interesting.
place, the protagonist slowly transcends humanity and every feeling revolving around it. He forgets about his fears and anxiety. He doesn't feel lonely anymore and feels at complete peace and calm. He seemingly spends the eternity there, ignorant of the misery in the outside world and every challenge anyone is.
So, did the deity send him to his own heaven / sanctuary?
Faced with. It's unclear what this place is and what the entity was, but my best guess is that the protagonist died when falling into the hole and instead entered the afterlife, where he would spend the rest of his days in a lonely place, yet being at peace and calm.
I don't
So,
think
this might seem like
describing it as like a lonely place, if it's like his ideal place, then it's not lonely, right? Like, if he wants to be by himself because he's comfortable in his own presence, then it's not lonely.
a horrible end, but for the protagonist, this is an ending where he can feel at peace, as he eventually forgets how he ended up here and who he spoke to before entering this place. Another ending which could also be found in the demo version of the game is where we let the super visitor in, the tall pale man, or he figures out that we are alone in the house and he welcomes himself in by quite literally breaking the door down. This visitor is one of the most mysterious characters throughout the game. Through his later conversations, he claims that he has been sent by a group just like himself to specifically target the protagonist, as he claims the protagonist is chosen. He even implies that he knows the protagonist and who he is. He even makes comments such as the protagonist being lonely and struggling with decision making, something that he wouldn't have to worry about anymore if he joins him. And by joining him, it means certain death. Here we get a little animation of how terrifying it is when he gets in.
He's gonna get us. I'm glad we didn't get this ending, because this ending is scary. That's us choking on his
very quickly revealed,
hand,
with him seemingly snapping the protagonist's neck and killing him as soon as he enters. We then get a depressing and sad outro to this ending. On
why is the window open?
Disappearance, the house was abandoned with no one entering it, even though it's a perfectly nice and empty house. With passage of time, the house falls apart, being a distant memory just like the owner. One of the main characters who knocks on our door is the vigilante, who holds a machine gun and interrogates the protagonist to reveal parts of his body to prove that he's not a visitor. This character is decorated with a few necklaces.
Where is this guy from? I want to see it, because he's got an interesting accent. United Kingdom? Yeah, right. That's not a UK accent. I guess he's like European.
Fingers and pulled out teeth of his victims. These are victims he addresses as visitors, victims whom he killed through pillaging and purging towns and villages. This man is also seen attacking several people and groups of people hiding in a neighbor's house, and then eventually he goes on burning all the surrounding houses with all the survivors within them.
Yeah, we saw that happening.
If we show a body part which might be mistaken with one of the identifying signs of the visitors, the madman vigilante doesn't waste any time to place his gun at the door, ready to kill the protagonist. The protagonist doesn't hold back either, just hoping that the vigilante will put his gun down. But of course, the vigilante is angry, screaming from the bottom of his lungs, and he starts shooting.
Ooh.
The protagonist shoots back, which leads to the madman actually dying. A panicked and nervous protagonist, who has also been shot, starts beating the lifeless corpse of the madman, angry for all the innocent people that he had killed and burned. He takes a vow that he will not stop there and will kill anyone who has a weapon, who becomes a vigilante himself against the other vigilantes.
So we just basically turn into him all over again?
There is one ending which isn't too easy to achieve. In here, we need to identify all the humans correctly and save them, while shooting or avoiding any of the visitors. This will lead to one of the better endings, but still, it will be a miserable end. Throughout the story, watching the news and listening to the radio, we hear two opposing sides of the story. On the TV, we only hear good things about FEMA, while on the radio, some independent sources and secretive broadcasters report on how FEMA is a hostile and violent organization who have a
Yeah, but that's like normal
containing and controlling
to expect the news to be like, everything is good, trust them.
Good people who are watching over all the citizens. The radio reports that,
but the reality is different.
as FEMA is the cause behind so many deaths, and they are ruthlessly killing people in the quarantine zones that they have set up. In one breaking news, FEMA reports that a madman shut down an entire quarantine zone, killing every survivor within it. But the radio reports on how it was FEMA who did it, and they are trying to blame it on the vigilantes. The radio also reports that they are shooting everyone and closing down the quarantine zones, and as things only get worse, they even infiltrate homeowners' houses and use them as shelters for others. Eventually, FEMA silences all these secretive broadcasts.
It's lucky that
At the end,
our
they
house
even
wasn't
shut
picked
down
out
the
for
state
that.
media, taking control of the radio and the TV. They only report their own propaganda and have full control over the country, as they even toppled down the government, claiming the government had been infiltrated by the visitors. They then claimed
Yeah, I thought
everyone
that
had
was
escaped
that
from the
was very
quarantine
suspicious.
zone, possibly to give themselves an excuse to execute everybody. And they tell the surviving people in their own homes to board up their windows and doors and to avoid letting anyone in. This leads to the protagonist taking the remaining survivors with him to the basement, where they have some reserved canned food and vegetables.
Yeah, so the homeless guy left just before we went down, I guess, because he didn't come down to the basement with us. Also, FEMA would be able to tell, like, if you were someone watching the TV or not, because if you boarded up your window and stuff, then that's like a sign that you actually listen to them. And if you didn't, then that's like a sign that you're not listening to them, so it kind of makes you more of a target, right?
Survival in the basement.
Because I don't think you have to watch the TV each day.
Everyone waiting for their inevitable death. They tune into the radio to hear something surprising. The new government, FEMA, reports that the solar activities of the sun have started to calm down, with the scientists predicting that it will be safe to go out during the day in a couple of days. This news is supposed to be happy, but for some weird reason, the protagonist feels disappointed, as if he was waiting for his demise or something else. As he contemplates more about it, he realizes
wait,
that
the sun just
he had nothing better to look forward to, and this apocalypse was something that took his mind off of his miserable life.
down and
That's when
says,
he
alright,
thinks he
that's
might
good.
live another year, maybe the next after, or maybe at least 10 more years. But is this good or something that doesn't really matter?
I thought once the sun started doing stuff like that, it was over.
This ending is similar to the last one, but here we have let in some visitors by mistake, and we are trapped in the cellar with them. The protagonist feels the ever-growing fears and paranoia building up. He doesn't feel safe within his own house, and feels as if he is trapped with cold, calculating aliens who wait just for the right moment to strike. Before the visitors even attack and kill the protagonist, the fear paralyzes him and paranoia clouds his mind and judgment. That's when he wakes up one day, just to see several visitors have surrounded him and tear into his flesh with their bare hands.
Nice. We become food. The death sound.
As he feels every single minute of it, he imagines a lonely house in the distance in his mind, when his mind slowly fades away into the darkness. So could this mean when he is actually dying, he goes back to the place that the death sent him to after we find the hole? That could be a similar outcome, but definitely a much slower and more painful death than just directly falling into a large, deep hole.
Wouldn't you actually very quickly go into shock? Because if they're just like ripping into your body, you're gonna bleed out pretty quickly. I don't think it's gonna be like that slow and painful. You're gonna probably very quickly go into shock. And bleed out. Like, I don't think that would be a slow death. I think that would be quite quick in the grand scheme of things. This is the mushroom one that was being talked about.
We traverse across the mushroom land. Yep. As crazy as it sounds, there's one specific character being an old man who talks about mushrooms.
Oh, we didn't even
There's a
see
mysterious
him.
page from his book of smiles, which gives
1. Today the world was built anew, and in the basement mushrooms grew. It towered high, and time is nigh to eat it whole if one would try. To welcome guests is not for strong. The mushroom stands tall and long. Under a tree of apple you can rest. She'll feed you with her sweet fruits best. The day will come when one must kneel before the mushroom's mighty peel. While on the clock the hand shall climb. Make haste, my friend, there is no time.
us instructions on how we can travel to this mysterious land. Well, this ending is as serious as the name of the ending. Essentially, here the protagonist consumes a mushroom and goes into a cuckoo land, where he loses the plot. This is more of a comic relief ending, which doesn't seem to add much.
Man is at the end of the world and gets high on shrooms.
If we lose our mind and give in to fear in order to survive and kill many people within the house, whether real human or visitor, we get a visit from the prophet and we achieve the killer ending. The protagonist
we met the prophet.
The inevitable and the paranoia that anyone can be
always the monster.
The TV has said so to how violent they are. They have said what signs they carry. So anyone being sheltered here could be a visitor. The thought drives the protagonist mad and he takes action before the visitors can do anything, or at least...
I guess it depends on how big are the bites. They were just like using their hands to rip into him, so they weren't biting initially, they were just like ripping into him.
That's when he turns the gun against himself to end this
the Kurt Cobain route.
Pain, wanting to die in his own terms. But as soon as he is about to pull the trigger, the survivors come rushing and take the gun from him. The survivors look like monsters to the protagonist as his mind has taken a different turn. Eventually,
it's not the Kurt Cobain route.
Who do not think the protagonist is stable anymore beat the hell out of him and throw him out. As the sun comes out, he feels the heat and thinks of wishing he had ended it all in his own terms. That's when the sequence comes to an end, leaving it on a cliffhanger if the sun burned the protagonist, if a visitor or a vigilante got to him, or if he managed to survive.
No, I'm pretty sure that implies we died.
Another ending is the cultist ending, when we join a cult group. Throughout the story, we get a character as a cult leader asking us to let in many of his people for a few days. Eventually, we see these cult members are setting up stakes.
Mentally unwell, beat him up.
At the end, we learn they were setting them up
just
for themselves,
beat him.
Just waiting for the right moment. This is a death cult who believes in dying in their own terms and grouped with their own belief system. It makes it much easier than letting their minds wander into darkness of the unknown and the fear of the
I think we like join
leader asks the protagonist
suicide in that route, right?
Whether reject or accept. Accepting this offer, with the leader urging the protagonist to join them to march bravely towards death. The protagonist knows that he wants peace and wants to actually find the truth of what is after death. The cult leader mentions each death will
join our right and find peace,
and each will ascend to
the eternal slumber.
Words, each member is being commemorated and remembered, adorned by candles and gravestones, having a more dignified death.
Why don't some of them have candles? Only a few of them have candles.
Or eaten by hungry dogs.
Dogs.
In a way, if none of this is true,
those are the two dogs. Wait,
go anywhere after this.
Those are the two dogs in the other photo, right? I think they reused these two dogs. There's that photo of them running wild in the streets. Those look like the same actors. That's what you would call them.
None of this is true, and if the dead did not go anywhere after their death, they are at least remembered by their friends. We then get a surreal sequence where a black door tries to open, but then it closes with a voice saying that
the Holy Grail! It's a Holy Grail war!
Mind is not built to handle the mysteries of the cosmos.
Oh, okay.
In another turn of events, we encounter a young woman who's
we met her.
night worker. She constantly calls the protagonist baby and offers to
A
comfort her
baby.
in exchange of being let in. She even talks to the protagonist about
Bum,
his
bum,
father
bum,
and
bum,
how he was
bum,
abusive, and the
bum, bum,
protagonist
yeah,
never
yeah.
liked him, even wishing he would die. Now he is just left with anger, pain, resentment.
This is actually some kind of poopy a holy grail world we cause. It's true.
Confusion and trauma, yet missing his father. This woman spends the night sleeping on the same bed as the protagonist.
Oh.
The protagonist notices bizarre paranormal things happening at night. In the night, he sees the woman as if giving birth, and he sees visions. Eventually, if we find a baby around the house, this lady does in fact give birth to a child, which
What the
will
hell?
child ending. This leads to a series of unusual and surreal events. A pale baby appears in the air, possibly the child of this lady. A group of 3 then hold the child. They are in a trance state and try to pull the child in their own separate 3-way directions. That's when the protagonist cannot withstand it any longer, knowing of the inevitable, and shoots randomly somewhere at something. All of a sudden, it's all dark and black, but when the light returns, angels appear with a feminine figure. The figure explains the protagonist is their prophet and he will lead them to paradise and cleanse the earth.
Holy hell.
The child.
I like how the
There's
wings
no
are
sign
like
of the child anywhere.
little
The child was
backpacks.
an object that would lead them to horrors beyond their comprehension. That's when the people carry.
Wait, it's like the
protagonist doesn't
Antichrist is being
understand
born?
what is happening. In the midst of all this, he sees one of these people holding a bunch of nails, and on that note, the ending comes to an end. So effectively, this means the protagonist is going to be crucified for reasons that he doesn't understand. He has to be their messiah, saving them from their own sins by sacrificing himself. Well, not a very good ending if you ask me for the protagonist.
Yeah, it seems kinda
That's us in here.
random, this ending.
Dying and sacrificing himself will somehow wipe out the sins of these strange people. But there's nothing else he can do. And finally, we have the FEMA ending. We get visited by multiple hazmat suit FEMA agents over and over. These guys are brutal and ruthless.
And they won't
They
stop
kill
coming and they
anyone who
won't
tries
stop
to
coming.
run. They take random people for experiments.
Oh, there's an ending where we get selected?
And when they run out of resources,
It's our turn, it's finally our turn, we're gonna be
a
abducted.
grain of sand for them. They lie and manipulate the viewers at home watching TV, and eventually they topple down the government and take over to control the entire
It's a
country
dog
with
eat
brute
dog
force,
world.
violence, death, and manipulation. If we
Manipulation.
side with them and allow them to take as many survivors as they want without challenging them. If we kill at least one person per day showing our ruthlessness, we would get the offer to join their cause and become an agent ourselves. As we are recruited, the protagonist soon learns the brutal and unforgiving
Recruit us.
reality. FEMA is recruiting strangers aggressively because just as quick as they kill people, they lose many FEMA agents just as fast. They are not their own individuals anymore. They are robbed of their individuality, and they are coaxed to a ruthless and punishing system. The protagonist doesn't know what will happen to his house and his old life. And
His
he will never
house.
meet or know what happened to the people in his house. His eyes are symbolically wiped and covered up from his goggles with a reflection of destruction and flames taking over, portraying
I think his interpretation was a little off, but we're still seeing like the ending.
The brutal machine FEMA agency is to destroy, kill, and pave a new path to a dystopian future FEMA sees fitting. So it's safe to say the story is hugely left ambiguous, and for
ambiguous.
there's no clear answer to what the visitors are, if the paranormal reality exists, how people can be infected, and the mystery behind
I think it's
all
safe
of
to
this.
say the
What we know for
paranormal
certain is that the sun did really heat up, and in the
side does exist because there was an infection going on. There was a report of people coming up out of the ground. Unless the reports of people coming out of the ground was fake, but there wasn't really anything leading us to believe that it was fake in this story.
many people so
There wasn't anything really saying that them coming out of the ground was fake. The infection was happening, clearly. There was like an infection being spread around. So unless unless like the coming out of the ground was fake and it was a cover up for something else, but the infection did exist, you know what I mean? But I think that's a bit of a stretch in like the direction that the story was obviously trying to push us in. And then with the black shadow thing we saw going through the cornfield, like clearly there was something weird happening. With the weird guy that's clearly some yeah, exactly. I think it's clear that there's some paranormal stuff happening.
So much nature and many households. The ice caps started melting and the sea level started rising, with the shorelines and the coastline cities being flooded. People lost their minds and let their fears run wild, turning on each other. The same people with more power formed the female that systematically cleansed undesirables and whoever they wanted. Amongst them, cults rose to power and many sought death in their own territory.
Is he just giving his explanation now? Yeah, I think we've gone through.
Whilst many try to help others. In the middle.
Okay, he's just going through his explanation. I think he went a little off mark with the one where we become a hazmat and saying like he lost his own identity and stuff like that. No, I think we just joined. You know, we just joined the FEMA. However, it said, I don't think it was a case of like losing identity and stuff like that. I think this scene where the goggles are turning into that is just showing like the chaos that's coming kind of thing, like what we're gonna be experiencing, you know, like we look very shocked there and then it's like the world is burning and stuff. It's a scary time, right? Like the end of the world, literally. But I don't think it was like his eyes are symbolically being wiped and covered up because he's losing his identity. Or, yeah, I don't think it was that. I think it was just pretty much straightforward that he was becoming part of, like... I don't even know if I would say they were the bad guys. Like, yeah, they're going on, like, mass murder and stuff, but, like, when it's the freaking end of the world and you have, like, literal aliens or whatever invading, it's, like... Hard to say it, right? But better be safe than sorry, and it does kind of suck if you were caught up in it and you were like one of the ones that weren't infected and then you got taken out, you know, like that does suck, but at the same time I would rather be safe than sorry, you know? Okay, let me close this. I think we heard enough of what he was saying. But yeah, I think, like if I was offering up my house and like, someone showed 2 signs of being an invader, I'd be like, nah, you gotta go. You gotta freaking go. You know? And then with us, it was like, clearly we were infected. But it's not really explained too much of like the infection versus visitor, you know? Because my interpretation was the visitors came and the visitors brought an infection with them and that infection was spreading. But that didn't necessarily mean that an infectee was a visitor, but that's how it was being treated. It was like once you were infected, you were a visitor, but visitors also retained memories and stuff, so it was a little confusing there. It kind of seemed to me like there were visitors, there were entities who either were or were not, but there was simultaneously an infection going around. You know? Because we were obviously infected. We obviously were showing signs of being infected, but we had our memories. Like, we had our memories of our childhood, the issues we had with our dad, our mom dying, we had memories of our wife. So did that mean, like, visitors would take over? You know? But then, we never really had a conclusion to that, because the couple that killed their child, they didn't ask the girl that they killed. And was it just their child, but now she was infected? Or was it actually... Was that actually like a doppelganger replacing their child? Two signs is generous, I would be messing anyhow. Okay. True. It depends on the sign though. Because if it was just their eyes being red, that's where I did mess up. That's where I messed up on one of them. I killed him because his eyes were red, but it was actually because he was in a suit and stuff. He was like stuffy, he wasn't, you know, he was strained. Or if you haven't been sleeping because the world is going to hell and it's like you're having trouble sleeping, so now you've got red eyes. That one, I guess, could be overlooked. I'm not overlooking the armpits. If you have freaking disease on your armpit, it's over. If you had dirt under your nails, it's over. Why are you digging around in the dirt? You know, like, why are you just, like, out there digging when the freaking sun is exploding? The perfect teeth depends on the person. It kind of depends. Like, if you're homeless and you have perfect teeth, you're done. But if you're, like, a doctor and you have perfect teeth, I don't think that's really... really a sign. But us, the main character, being a smoker with perfect teeth, yeah. Also, if I found out I was a visitor, I would be doing everything to hide myself. I would be doing everything to hide myself, just like the protagonist. Which also is like, we were clearly infected, right? But we, like, had the ending and stuff, which, like, everything implied that we were us. I don't know. I'm inconclusive on the infection. There is 60 there is 60 achievements. I only got 16? Let me have a look. 17 out of 60 achievements. What are they? What are... The end. Survive to the end. Everywhere at the end of times. Unlock all endings. Meet all characters at least once. I didn't get that. Hear all the radio messages. Watch all the TV shows. Make a call to every number. Fill your belly. Nothing's better than coffee and cigarettes. Don't refuse anyone entry. Damn, there's like a run where you just let everyone in. Prevent visitors from killing anyone during the first week. Beat the game without drinking kombucha. Shoot 30 times in total. Witness every window scene. And then there's 29 hidden achievements. I wish Steam wouldn't do that. I wish they would just like show you the achievements, because if you're someone who's like gonna do like 100%, then you're probably just gonna follow a guide anyway, right? You're probably just gonna look at like a guide to how to get all of the achievements, and they're just gonna show you all of the hidden ones anyway. I wish it didn't have that. I wish it was just they were all there. The Oprah achievement. You get in and you get let in. Your fluffy master. Feed the cat. I did get that achievement. Just show us the Chivos, Steam. Chivos makes me think of Cheetos. American Cheetos are so much more superior to the Cheetos that we get in Australia and New Zealand, by the way. I think that's worth knowing. I think it's worth knowing that oceanic Cheetos suck. Yeah. You know what I'm thinking I'm gonna get for lunch? I wanna get a cookie, a drink, and a pie. Meat pie. Really? Your local one's colored with turmeric and... I'm not sure, actually. I don't know what the ingredients are, but they just don't taste the same. They don't have the same kind of taste. I don't like the normal Cheetos here, like, at all. The spicy ones are okay, but the American ones are just better. American ones are like really good. They're missing red 40 kick, probably. Yeah, anyway. Cheetos, yummy. I like the, what are the bold Cheetos called? I like those ones, the American ones, again. These oceanic Cheetos suck. I gotta go to the freaking bathroom again. I'll wait until I wrap up though, because it's been like so many times already. I don't know why when it's cold I need to go so much more. Let me look up. Why do I need to pee more when it's cold? You pee more in the cold due to cold-induced... I don't know how to say this. To conserve heat, your body constricts blood vessels, which pushes the blood inward to vital organs. Oh! Quickly filling your bladder with excess fluid. There's an actual scientific reason that you pee more when it's cold. The ball ones in the tube are called minis. Although some are just called balls. Oh, balls of steel. Autumn weather setting. When does winter officially start? What date does winter start and end? June 1st. Next month. What? It's still a little way away. Still a little way away. I thought we were kind of in winter already. I didn't realize it was still autumn. It's gonna be cold. Okay, what is the nicest place to live in New Zealand? Wait, let me see. What does the Google AI tell me? No snow. Yeah, no snow, unfortunately. Well, fortunately, depends on how you look at it. Okay, Auckland, the largest city. Wellington, New Zealand's cool capital. That doesn't make it like a good place to live. Christchurch, the center of the South Island. Hamilton, starting the future. These are all like not real reasons. Auckland, not Oakland. Oak is America. Oak is New Zealand. Anyway. Did I show my auntie? She got a cat. I want to show you how cute her cat is. It was a family cat, so... my cousin is moving to Australia to be with her kids, because, like... so my cousins, like, my actual cousins are all, like, way older than me. Because my dad is so much younger than his, siblings. Like, there's like a 10-year gap between him and the next sibling, right? So, like, I think it's something like 14 years between him and the next sibling. Anyway, he's, like, a lot younger than his siblings. It's really crazy because I'm not old AF, I'm just old, okay? I'm just old, but it's fine because I'm cute. There we go. Copium. Let me grab this picture of... Her name is Bug. She, Anyway, as I was saying, my cousin was moving to Australia to be with her kids. And, I don't know why they didn't take Bug with them, or why they couldn't take Bug, or whatever, but my auntie adopted Bug. And Bug will be moving, Bug will, like, move in here as well when my auntie, finally moves. So there's gonna be 3 cats. There's gonna be 2 Bingai and 1 Fluffy. There we go. This is her. They haven't met Bug yet, but I think she's gonna bring her down this weekend for a visit. She's just gonna have like a visit this weekend, I think. So I'm gonna probably let her meet the intern first, cause he's very friendly, he's very outgoing. He's not a weirdo, you know. And still being young, he's not like territorial yet. So I'll probably let her meet the intern first, and then if things calm down, then she can meet the assistant. But if things don't calm down, then I'll just keep the assistant locked away while she's visiting. She's so pretty though. She's got really cute, really pretty eyes, really cute face too. Look at her. Oi. Got those blue eyes. She looks so soft. Yes, she does. But it'll be crazy. Not that it is over. Oh my god, yeah, it is. They were going nuts again last night. They were like, I don't know, they were up to all kinds of mischief. Which is weird, because I actually woke up feeling rested this morning. And I woke up earlier than what I was expecting. I don't know, it was weird. I had 2 litter boxes, right? So I had 2 like normal litter boxes, and then I took 1 litter box away and I put the expensive automatic one in. So then I still had 2. And then today I finally took away the non-automatic one, and they are just left with the automatic one. So even when Bug moves in here, it's gonna be fine because it's like automated litter, so it doesn't matter too much that there's gonna be a lot of business going on in there. Oh my god, the app that came with the litter box, it like tracks when they get in, who got in, how long they were in and stuff. They freaking pooped 4 times each yesterday. 4 freaking times. It like tracks when they poop and when they pee as well. It like tells you like it tells you like that they got in, and then based on how much time they spent like doing their business, it calculates. Yeah, it's very cool app. It also like is tracking their weight and stuff, which is really nice. Nice that I know how much. Yeah, it tells the cat's weight, but not the weight, not weight and volume of the poop or pee. But yeah, oh my god, it's already been so worth it, man. Cause it was like my like part of my life was basically shoveling pee and poo, cause they were just constantly going, and it was getting kind of like hard to maintain. Because the male cat pee is kind of smelly, right? So like some days the bathroom would be like very ammonia smelling. And I mean, my cousin didn't complain or anything about like he never like said anything bad, but I still feel bad. I'm like not my house, and I'm like my cats are making it stink like pee. You know what I mean? So hopefully with this it stops that from happening. The cool thing with it too is like none of the pee or anything like stays exposed in the box. It like turns over and like lowers it down into like a chamber like below the actual thing. Wait, I can grab a picture of it now because it's the Mikasa M1 Plus. I freaking hate web files. Okay. Just saving it. Weep. Weep. So that like thing at the bottom is like where it stores it all, and it's like sealed off. It's sealed off when it's like emptied. It like empties into it and it's completely sealed off, so it doesn't stink or anything. It's really good. If you're a cat and you're in the market for a new toilet, I recommend. I don't know how much it costs in America though. It was freaking expensive here. But I did a ton of research on different boxes and stuff, and this one just seemed like the way to go. It was like better to like invest and then not have to like pay for it to break down and stuff. So hello, I didn't know you streamed. Welcome. Thank you for reading me. You were streaming Windrose? Is that an RPG making game, or am I thinking of something entirely different? Let me look. Oh no, I was thinking of something entirely different. Saldred, welcome! Welcome. Oh, it's a pirate game. Wait, this is kinda cool. Is it one of those games where you have to like sail and stuff as well? Pirate game. That reminds me, did I ever catch up on did I ever catch up on Black Sails? I don't remember. Do any of you watch Black Sails? It's pretty good. If you haven't watched it, I recommend. It's a pirate show. There's also like a couple of twists throughout the show that you don't expect. I watched the first season. I think it's like the second or third season. There's a pretty big twist. And you're like, whoa, I didn't see that one coming. Why is it silent? Sick. Don't call. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Anyway, I think I will wrap up here for today. I will just see if anyone has recently gone live. Let's see. I'm just looking. No, not lewd ASMR. No. I'm looking. Hold on. I'm doing a little look. If I don't find anything, I was gonna say if we don't find anything, but me, if I don't find anything, I will raid the shrimps. I don't follow anyone who does lewd ASMR, so I wouldn't even know who to raid. I generally like to raid into someone like I know a little bit about, rather than like complete stranger. Also, I like to raid into people kind of around my viewer count. I think when someone's too big, it just to me personally, I feel like I'm being a little attention seeky. I don't like doing that. Feels weird. Yeah, right? It feels like like, hey, look at me, look at me. But when it's like isn't someone around your view count, it's like, okay, I can share some views with you, cause we both can benefit from it, kind of thing. No one has. Okay, I'm looking. I'm still looking. Oh, they just ended. What the hell? I was just about to read it, like I was just about to start typing it and they ended. Okay. Let me see then. What is Fiesta? I got an ad. I gotta sit through the ad. Are they playing like Fiesta, like the old ass MMO? Oh my god, I think it is. It's the... Okay, let's go right into Reaper. Go right into Reaper Whale. There we go. And then remember to say this. This specifically, not anything else. Just this. I'm kidding, you can say something else. Remember to say hi. Also, remember to be polite, be kind, obviously. I don't think I need to tell you lot that. I think you're all pretty good. Yes, let's Kagari. I'm gonna go get lunch. I hope you have a good rest of your day. And thank you for hanging out, as always. Tomorrow, no stream tomorrow. I'm gonna do some workies, get some stuff done that I've been meaning to get done. And then I will be back on Thursday, my time. Yeah. I think Wednesday for most of you. Just minus a day. If I say it's Monday, it means it's Sunday, etc. Bye. Let's go.